You're in law school and destined to succeed. You're smart, motivated, independent. And though right now you might not have a lot of time or money, you can still live well. I'll show you. You're a law student on a budget, and this is for you. I want to share something with you, and maybe you can share this with the ones that you love on Thanksgiving. It's my very own recipe for pumpkin cheesecake. And this recipe is so silky and this cake is so delicious that they're going to want seconds, so you might want to make 2 of them. Ready? Now before we begin, we're making pumpkin cheesecake, not funky cheesecake. So wash your hands good, please. Here's our ingredient list. 1 cup of canned pumpkin. 1 brick of cream cheese that we're going to soften up in the microwave on medium-low heat for about a minute. 2 large eggs. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. About 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And just a pinch, or about 1/8 teaspoon of ground cloves. 1/2 cup of sugar divided into 2 1/4 cup portions. Now cheesecake is traditionally made in a springform pan, but since we're on a budget and I don't want you running out and buying one of these, instead what we're going to do is we're going to use a graham cracker crust that you buy from the grocery store. And this will be just as good. Now let's get started by preheating our oven to 325 degrees. Next, crack your eggs in a mixing bowl and beat them very well with a wire whisk. And stir up the cream cheese just to make sure that there's no hot spots after you've softened it up. Now add a 1/4 cup of sugar to the eggs as well as the cream cheese and whisk it all together really well. Oh, and I also forgot to add, make sure the cream cheese isn't hot, because if you add it to the eggs while it's hot, you might end up cooking the eggs and you have to start from scratch all over again. Now when you're done whisking and it's all nice and smooth, save about 3 tablespoons of the cream cheese mixture on the side. We're going to do something really fun with it. Next we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. We'll start with a 1/4 cup of sugar. Next we can add the vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and just a pinch, about 1/8 teaspoon of ground cloves. And mix it all together really well until it's nice and smooth. Now we're almost there. We're going to take our pumpkin pie mixture and we're going to pour it into the crust now. Remember I said we were going to do something really fun with that cheesecake mixture you set aside? Here it is. Dollop a little bit on the top, all over the place. Next, grab a butter knife, or 2 if you like, and just swirl it all around. This marbling technique is really easy and it's being done in real time to show you how it's done. The trick is to be delicate with it and not to overdo it, otherwise you're going to lose that beautiful marbling effect. And we're almost done. See how easy that was? Now place that masterpiece in the oven and set your timer to 45 minutes. I prefer 50, but it's best to play it safe on your first try. Now you know your cheesecake's ready when it's risen just a little bit and the edges around the crust have just turned golden. This is how it looks like when it's done. Now don't be too eager to dig in just yet. I know it smells incredible, and especially if you put those cloves in, oh my gosh, the aroma is amazing. But we're gonna have to let it cool down. And then after we let it cool, till it's not hot anymore, we're gonna stick it in the fridge and we're gonna let it chill up until it's really nice and cold. And here it is, your marvelous marbled pumpkin cheesecake. I should let you know that this cheesecake tastes best only when it's shared. So make sure you share a piece with someone dear to you on Thanksgiving. Wishing you and your loved ones a very happy Thanksgiving.